One of the most common questions I get from small business owners is which social media platform should I be on? And the equally common follow-up, do I need to be on all of them? The short answer is no, you absolutely do not need to be on all of them. In fact, trying to be everywhere at once is one of the fastest ways to burn yourself out and produce mediocre content on every platform rather than great content on one or two. The goal is not to be everywhere. The goal is to be in the right place, your place, where your customers actually are. We're going to go through each of the main platforms honestly, who's on them, what kind of content works, which types of businesses tend to do well, and which ones probably aren't worth your time. By the end, you should have a pretty clear sense of where to focus your energy. Before we dive into the platforms, one question I want you to hold in your mind throughout this whole video. Who is your customer and where do they spend their time online? That question answers almost everything. The best platform for your business is not the most popular one or the trendiest one or the one your friends are using. It's the one where your specific customers are hanging out. A tradie trying to reach homeowners in their local area has a completely different platform need to a fashion designer selling to 20-somethings around the country. Keep your customer in mind as we go through each one. Let's start with Facebook. Despite what you might hear, it is still enormous. In fact, there's about 3 billion monthly active users around the world. In Australia, it remains the most used social media platform across all age groups, particularly 30 and above. If your customers are adults, especially in that 35 to 65 age range, there's a very good chance they're on Facebook regularly. Facebook is great for community building, particularly through groups, which we've talked about in another video in this series. It's good for local businesses because of the community page ecosystem. It's good for events, for longer form posts, for sharing links, and for Facebook Marketplace, which we've also covered in another video. Facebook ads are also some of the most powerful and targeted advertising available to you as a small business. You can get very specific about who sees your ads based on location, age, interests, and behavior. Even a small budget can go a long way if the targeting is right. A tip, even if you don't post on Facebook regularly, having a complete active Facebook business page matters. It shows up in your Google searches and lends credibility to your business. Where Facebook is weaker is that the organic reach of posts has dropped significantly over the years. Posting on your business page and expecting lots of people to see it without paid promotion is getting increasingly difficult. The algorithm heavily favors paid content and personal profiles over business pages in the feed. Instagram. Instagram is the visual platform. Everything on Instagram lives and dies by how it looks. Your photos, your videos, your reels, your stories. If your business has a strong visual element, like products, food, interiors, fashion, beauty, fitness, art, travel, then Instagram is one of the best platforms available for you. The audience skews younger than Facebook, heavily 18 to 40, though it has broadened over the years. It's particularly strong for businesses selling lifestyle, aspirational products, or anything where seeing it makes you want it. So jewelry and homewares and food and clothing and fitness. Instagram has a short video format called Reels, which currently does get the highest organic reach of any content type in the platform. If you're willing to make short videos, Reels gives you the best chance of being seen by new people who don't already follow you. Photos and carousels are better for engaging people who already know you. You don't need a professional camera. Some of the best performing small business content on Instagram is shot on an iPhone in natural light. Authenticity outperforms polish on this platform more than almost any other. Where Instagram is harder, it does take consistent effort. Posting once a fortnight probably won't build an audience. The algorithm rewards consistency and you need to show up regularly to stay visible. And if your business isn't particularly visual, like a consulting service or an accounting firm, it can be a real struggle to find content that works. TikTok. TikTok is one that makes a lot of small business owners feel a bit nervous, and that is totally understandable. It's fast, it's loud, it feels like it's for teenagers and doing dances. Here's the reality. TikTok's audience has matured significantly. The fastest growing demographic on TikTok right now is 25 to 44 years old. It is not just Gen Z or Gen Alpha anymore. Unlike Facebook and Instagram, where your posts largely just reach people who already follow you, TikTok's algorithm will show your video to completely new people based on the content itself, not your follow account. A brand new account with 0 followers can get tens of thousands of views on their first video if the content resonates. That kind of organic reach is almost impossible anywhere else right now. TikTok rewards authenticity, personality, and entertainment. Behind the scenes content, how it's made videos, day in the lives, tutorials, honest and funny moments tend to do really well. It's less about polished production and more about being real and interesting. Where TikTok is harder, it does demand video content, and video content takes more time and confidence than a photo. And if your audience is 55 and above, they might not be there yet. LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a professional network, and it's often completely overlooked by small business owners who think it's just for the corporate job seekers. If you're a B2B business, meaning business to business, LinkedIn is probably your most important platform. Think consultants, coaches, accountants, lawyers, marketing, agencies, any professional services. LinkedIn also has surprisingly good organic reach right now, similar to what Facebook had 10 years ago. Long-form posts sharing genuine expertise, insights, and professional stories tend to do very well. It's a platform that rewards being genuinely helpful and knowledgeable in your field. On LinkedIn, your personal profile often gets more reach than your business page. Posting as yourself, sharing your expertise, your story, your perspective tends to outperform posting as the brand. If you sell directly to consumers, to individuals rather than businesses, LinkedIn is probably not where you need to focus, but it can still be worth having a presence for credibility, but it won't be your main growth channel. YouTube. YouTube is technically the world's second largest search engine after Google, and it's owned by Google, which means YouTube videos often appear directly in Google search results. That's a significant opportunity that most small business owners completely ignore. YouTube works best for businesses where education, demonstration, or in-depth content adds value. Tutorials, how-to videos, product demos, behind-the-scenes expert advice. If you're a tradie and you make a video called "How to Fix That Leaking Tap," that video can be found by anyone searching that phrase on Google or YouTube for years to come. That's passive, compounding visibility that costs you nothing to maintain once the video is up. Many small businesses, particularly in trades, beauty, fitness, and cooking, have built entire customer bases through YouTube tutorials. Give away genuinely useful free advice, build trust and authority, and people hire you or buy from you when they need the real thing done properly. The challenge with YouTube is that good video content takes real time and effort to produce. Short, scrappy videos don't tend to do as well here as they do on TikTok or Reels. YouTube rewards longer, more polished content. It's a bigger investment, but for the right business, the long-term payoff can be significant. Before we get into how to choose, one thing I want to quickly mention is something that a lot of small business owners don't think about straight away, but can be really powerful. As well as a business page or profile, you can also build a personal brand as the entrepreneur behind the business, not your business account. You as a person, your face, your story, your expertise, your day-to-day. People buy from people, and on almost every platform, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, personal profiles consistently outperform business pages in terms of reach and connection. There's something about seeing the actual human behind a business that builds trust in a way a branded account just can't replicate. It doesn't need to be a big separate project. It might just be that it's alongside your business account. You're also showing up as yourself, sharing your journey, your wins, your personality. Over time, that personal presence becomes its own asset. So how do you make a call on where to go? Here's a framework I'd use. Ask yourself 3 questions. 1, who is my customer and how old are they? If they're under 35, TikTok and Instagram are strong. If they're 35 to 55, Facebook and Instagram you might want to spend more time on. 55 and above, Facebook is dominant. If they're businesses, head to LinkedIn. Number 2, is my product or service visual? If yes, Instagram and TikTok are the natural fits. If not, Facebook and LinkedIn are more forgiving of non-visual content. Number 3, how much time do I realistically have? Be honest. One platform done really well is worth 10 platforms done badly. If you can commit to one platform, 1 or 2, pick the best one for your customer and focus entirely on that. Add a second platform only when the first is working and you have capacity. And if you genuinely have no idea what your customers are, go and ask them. Next time you're talking to a happy customer, just ask, are you on Instagram? Do you use Facebook? It takes 30 seconds and the answer will tell you more than any statistic or video that I'm in. Each platform has its own culture, and what works on one doesn't always land on the other, but the core idea, the core message can travel. Work smarter, not harder. You do not need to be on every platform. You need to be on the right ones. The ones where your specific customers actually spend their time. Pick one or two, show up consistently and do it well. That will always beat being half present on 6 platforms at once. And remember, social media platforms come and go. MySpace was everything once. Vine had a great moment. The principles of good content, being genuine, useful, consistent, those travel to whatever platform comes next. Focus on those and you'll never be starting from zero.